All right, y'all. We are back with another video. I definitely had to bring y'all this one. It seemed like the Chief Justice John Roberts has been exposed. So it seemed like that the Chief Justice was never a supporter of Donald Trump. Come to find out, seemed like he's been funded by George Soros and the rest of the Democrats. So even some more shocking news had just came out. We definitely about to check this out so y'all can see exactly what's going on. But like he said, that Justice Roberts' secret network is now exposed, and you're gonna see that he's been in cahoots with the Democrats, with this other corrupt judge, Busberg, wherever his name is. They were trying to tell Donald Trump to turn the illegal aliens around and drop them back off in the United States. No wonder that the Chief Justice Roberts never jumped into that and said anything about this other corrupt judge trying to tell President Trump to turn the illegal aliens around and drop them back off in the United States. Now it seemed like it all makes sense now why he wasn't saying anything. So it seemed like this man never liked Donald Trump. A lot of people saying he's compromised. And so it seemed like he's over there with George Soros and the rest of the Democrats that's been crying, especially AOC, Jasmine Crockett, and all of them. So we definitely about to dive straight into this so y'all can see exactly what is going on. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. I really, really appreciate it. And the ones that always stay to the very end, because it definitely helps get the video out there. Shout out to the ones who always leave a comment. Let me know that they did stay to the end. I really, really appreciate it. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and dive straight into this, because it seems like that Chief Justice Roberts' secret network is now exposed. So without further ado, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, a shocking new report has just surfaced, and frankly, it's one of the most disturbing things that I've heard all year. You see, as of just a couple days ago, we now have the confirmation that the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, Justice John Roberts, is a member of a secretive invite-only group of progressive legal elites. And yes, it's every bit as corrupt as it sounds. As reported by the Gateway Pundit, Chief Justice John Roberts is a card-carrying member of a group called the American Inns of Court, a quiet, exclusive organization of senior legal professionals. Now, on paper, this group claims to promote the highest standards of professionalism in the legal field. But here's the truth. This is a shadow network of radically progressive insiders, and it's now crystal clear that they are working together to derail President Trump's agenda.
Exactly. And like I mentioned before, that's the reason why you didn't see Chief Justice Roberts say anything about this other corrupt judge trying to stop Donald Trump's agenda. Now we see why he was, in this little group, an invite-only group. I mean, with these other corrupt judges, and like I said, now you see the reason why he wasn't stepping in, wasn't saying anything. These people are corrupt, man.
And now, folks, this next piece of the story is absolutely crazy. Check this out. You see, other notable members of this progressive legal group include Judge James Boasberg, the very same judge who just ruled against Trump's use of the Alien Enemies Act, Judge Beryl Howell, who oversaw the weaponization of the January 6th prosecutions, Judge Amit Mehta, another Washington, D.C. radical progressive, and of course, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, currently sitting alongside Chief Justice Roberts on the U.S. Supreme Court. Folks, let's pause here for a moment and just be honest about all of this. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, when multiple sitting federal judges, including 2 U.S. Supreme Court justices, are part of the same secret progressive club, something is very, very wrong. You don't have to be a legal scholar to understand just how inappropriate all of this is. Judicial impartiality is not optional. Really, it's the very foundation of our legal system, and yet here we are, top judges, many of whom are actively presiding over cases involving President Trump or his policies, all quietly participating in a group that looks a whole lot like a partisan coordination hub. Now, as if all of that wasn't bad enough, let me hit you guys with the next layer of all of this. This secret progressive legal group, the American Inns of Court, has direct ties to a British-based organization called the Middle Temple.
This is crazy.
It's essentially the British version of the same group. Now, Justice John Roberts is listed as an honorary bencher of the Middle Temple. Now, that alone is maybe not that big of a problem, but here's the issue. The Middle Temple lists one of its chief financiers as none other than George Soros. That's right. According to multiple...
Well, it seems like George Soros just got his name in a pot everywhere. So we've been seeing that judges been working behind the scenes to try to take down Donald Trump, trying to stop his agenda. And then when we always think it's the ones that really support Donald Trump be the ones that really don't support Donald Trump, be the judges that always going against him. And then, like I said, George Soros is always in the middle of all of this. Pretty much what they saying, George Soros pretty much funding probably John Roberts as well. And of course, John Roberts didn't want this secret out. But, man, this is just disgusting, man. It's funny that they trying to stop what Donald Trump said he was going to do. He's doing the right thing. He's sending illegal aliens back to their country. They don't belong here. They are here illegally. Why are these corrupt judges and AOC, Jasmine Crockett, all these Democrats is fighting for illegal aliens, but at the same breath trying to act like they really care about the American people when they don't? Like, this is crazy.
Well, sources, problem, but here's the issue. The Middle Temple lists one of its chief financiers as none other than George Soros. That's right. According to multiple sources, George Soros and his vast network of NGOs, non-governmental organizations, have funded various Middle Temple initiatives, which again has direct ties to this American organization that Justice John Roberts belongs to as well.
Wow.
So folks, given all this information, let's ask ourselves a very important question. How in the world is it acceptable for the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court to be affiliated with a Soros-funded, foreign-rooted legal group, all while simultaneously presiding over cases that affect the direction of the United States of America? Folks, this entire situation is absolutely insane. But you know what? It gets even crazier. But before we move on, I want to say real quick that if you guys enjoy the daily news coverage, please consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help a ton with my daily struggle against the YouTube algorithm. But okay, folks, take a look at this. This very same secret progressive legal group, the American Inns of Court, just recently gave Judge Beryl Howell an award for judicial professionalism. Now, why did they give her that award? Because she was one of the judges involved with locking up the January 6th political prisoners. So folks, what that means is that this secret progressive legal group isn't even trying to hide their political partisan bias. No, instead, they're celebrating it. So folks, here's what we know. The Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court belongs to a group that glorifies weaponized partisanship.
Crooked judges.
We have multiple federal judges who are part of this same network, all of whom have been responsible for obstructing President Trump's executive orders from immigration to national security. And on top of all of that, we have very clear and concerning ties to foreign influence and radical progressive donors like George Soros. And you know what? This actually explains a lot when you really stop to think about it. Just about 2 weeks ago, when President Trump called for Judge Boasberg's impeachment after he blocked President Trump's deportation orders, guess who came rushing to his defense? That's right, Chief Justice John Roberts. And now we know why. Because Boasberg and Roberts are part of the same club, a secret club.
Yep, part of the same club, the secret club funded by George Soros. So this is what the Chief Justice Roberts is doing, taking up for Boasberg, a person that's trying to stop Donald Trump's agenda. You would think that Chief Justice Roberts would be on Donald Trump's side, like I guess a lot of us thought he was, at least being fair. But obviously, he's in this little secret club he didn't want anybody to know about, and he only jumped out the window to save Boasberg when Donald Trump was pretty much calling for him to be impeached for trying to stop his agenda. I mean, this is sick. You seem like at this point, you can't really trust no judges at this point. It's like they all can be bought. All it takes is for George Soros to fund them, give them money, and they're just going against Donald Trump. I mean, this is just sick, man.
An invite-only club for progressive judges. Folks, to say the least, this entire situation raises a huge number of ethical questions. Why is our Chief Supreme Court Justice fraternizing with lower court judges who are actively legislating from the bench? Why is he then publicly defending these judges when they're facing legitimate criticism for their overt and blatant partisanship? And why in God's name is he listed as a figurehead for an internationally funded legal group with ties to George Soros?
My God,
folks,
bro.
This isn't just bad optics. No, this is systemic corruption. We are talking about what is effectively a shadow cabal of progressive legal professionals who have built their careers on undermining the Democrat.
Maybe Justice Roberts should be impeached. What y'all think about that? Y'all think he need to be investigated? Because it seems like at this point, all these crooked judges is just pretty much against Donald Trump. Ain't that something that the American people voted for Donald Trump because they wanted change? They wanted the borders to be closed, send the illegal aliens back. And then you got corrupt judges that think that they can stop the president of the United States agenda because they a judge. Not only they a judge, they a corrupt judge because Chuck Schumer just exposed them the other day. He pretty much just exposed that they the one that got over 200-300 judges, kind of put them in place to go against Donald Trump. This is what Chuck Schumer said. I mean, this is crazy.
Will of the American people, and now they're getting exposed. And you know what? Here's where things get absolutely insane. You see, President Trump immediately picked up on all of this. As the story broke, Elon Musk, in fact, chimed in on social media saying, "Are they all secret buddies?"
Even
and
Elon
as we
Musk
now know, the answer is yes. Yes, they are. In fact, take a look at this. Just the other day, the Gateway Pundit, as well as multiple other media outlets, confirmed that Judge Boasberg, yes, the one that's currently blocking Trump's immigration orders, has been attending legal events with Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff. Folks, think about that for a moment. You've got federal judges and the first gentleman attending private parties together, all while these judges are actively working to derail President Trump's administration.
And we can all bet, we know that they all don't like Donald Trump. And you telling me that Kamala Harris' husband, Doug Emhoff, the one who pretty much slapped the woman so hard she spun around, but yet the woke media didn't even want to cover that. We had to cover that. You know what I'm saying? So now he's in a picture with these judges and people. Don't you know that they pretty much talking about Donald Trump? How can we rule against Donald Trump? Make sure y'all rule against him. I guarantee you that's what they doing. But their secret is out now because now we all know. Even Donald Trump just said, hey, this is a conflict of interest right here.
This entire system is compromised. As the saying goes, the fish rots from the head down, but in this case, the whole damn fish is rotten.
Yep.
Now, folks, here's my opinion on all of this. Let me tell you what I think. Right now, our country is at a crossroads. Me personally, I think Chief Justice John Roberts has got to resign. There's really no other way forward. He's connected to a radical Soros-funded legal group. He's defending partisan activist judges. He's part of a secretive foreign-influenced legal network. And he has done absolutely nothing to protect the integrity of our judiciary from partisan capture. And folks, none of this is some crazy conspiracy theory. This is all documented fact.
Yep.
And here's the deal. If we don't demand accountability, we are essentially endorsing the idea that unelected legal elites can operate above the law as long as they wear robes and call themselves impartial. As we all know, they're not.
It's all fake.
But you know what? Here's the craziest part about all of this. The progressive left has spent the last 10 years screaming about how Trump is a threat to our democracy. Meanwhile, as it would turn out, the real threat to our democracy was hiding in plain sight the entire time.
Exactly.
They're not defending democracy. They're the ones sabotaging it behind closed doors at secret cocktail parties. So folks, here's my final thought. I don't know how any reasonable person could say in good faith after knowing all of this that Chief Justice John Roberts is fit to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court. He's not.
Nope.
Now, folks, before we wrap up...
salute to Matt Morse. Make sure y'all please go subscribe to his channel. He's a great content creator. We appreciate all the hard work that he do. Salute to him. Make sure y'all please go over, subscribe, let him know in the comment section that The Real Adogg sent you. But I definitely had to check this out because Chief Justice Roberts' secret has now been exposed. He's compromised. He's pretty much working with the left. It's like he's funded by George Soros. So like George Soros is paying them. Just like George Soros been doing for the long. I don't know why George Soros ain't been locked up yet. But this is crazy, man. So y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about all this. Thank you all for watching. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.